Herman Rarebell was the drummer for the band The Scorpions, and I was lucky to meet up with Herman the German, as he is affectionately known, and talk to him about the upcoming Drum Legends gig at Brighton Dome. Lord knows it's only rock and roll, but I liked him. When you think about rock and roll, you probably really think about the frontmen, the singers, the people that get all the adulation. But underneath rock and roll, the background has to be the drummer. I'm delighted to welcome to the studio today the drummer from the Scorpions, Herman the German Rarebell.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming in.
Nice
now
to be here.
You're coming to Brighton because you're doing a gig at the Dome with two other really legendary drummers, Ginger Baker and Pete York, in an event called Drum Legends. But let's go back a little bit. I mean, you played with the Scorpions. How did you actually get involved with them?
Well, I've been there 20 years with the band, and I got involved actually with them here in England back in the 70s. I joined the Scorpions in 1977, and Michael Schenker, the lead guitar player from UFO, another German, been living here already for many years. And one day he said to me, I think in November 76, he said to me, my brother comes here, plays the Marquis Club, and they play the day after at the Sound Circus in Holborn. Why don't you go there and audition for them? I think to be the right drummer for them. So then I went, to make a long story short, I got the gig, and then I joined the band in May 1977, and I've been with them for 20 years. So you can hear me literally in all the big hits from A New Country, Wind of Change, and Still Loving You, and Rock You Like a Hurricane, of course. So on all those songs I play, and Rock You Like a Hurricane, I wrote the lyrics. So I got involved with the band and with many things, not only as a drummer, also as a writer, because at that time I was the only one who spoke English. Don't forget, German band. So they said to me, come on, you can write, you speak language. And then my first song was actually He's a Woman, She's a Man. And then from then on I started to write more and more and more. And so this is the Scorpions, so the force is in there, and we're still good friends, you know. But that's how I got to the band. And after 20 years, I decided to produce and do different things in life. Met Pete York, of course, married to a German woman in Munich. And
there's a common thread running through this, isn't there?
No, just one thing led to the other. And we did already Drum Legends back in 2005. 2006 with a jazz drummer from Switzerland. His name is Charlie Antolini. Of course, you can see this also on YouTube. But when I came to England back in 2008, Ina Ditke is actually Ginger Baker's agent. So how this got together, then we met, and one thing led to the other. So now we are the Drum Legends with Ginger Baker.
So what form does the gig take? I mean, do you play? Do you talk?
Yeah, no. Of course we talk, but the gig will start obviously with the three drummers making a quick introduction to each other. So we make a short solo, not a long thing, maybe 1, 2, 3 minutes, just to say hello. It's really us. We're here. Then I will continue the show for 30 minutes, introducing my Scorpion songs, all the classics, of course. Rock You Like a Hurricane, Wind of Change, Blackout, Another Piece of Meat, all the ones, you know, which I wrote and made the Scorpions, I think, big in this country and all over the world. So you will hear this for 30 minutes, then of course a drum solo by myself, then Ginger Baker, of course, comes out and plays White Room, Toad, then Pete, then there is an interlude, you know, then the first 45 minutes are over, there's an interlude then, and then Pete will come out and continue with songs like Give Me Some Loving, Keep On Running, Somebody Help Me, all the Spencer Davis classic songs. Also he has a great Beatles medley, which he did with Hardy in New York back then, Nowhere Man and stuff like this in there. And after this, Ginger will come out again and play Sunshine of Your Love, and with this song we all gonna end the show, but then we come, of course, out for encores. We have not decided yet which encores we're going to play because there's so many. Too much choice. I came up the other day and I said, too bad Mitch Mitchell passed away, why don't we play Purple Haze, you know? And then the other guy said, yeah, what about Keith Moon? I said, yeah, my generation. So there is many things we can do. Also John Bonham, you know, because many of us, as you know, passed away very young on too much booze and too much drugs. So I feel And,
But you are living legends. I mean, this is what's amazing. Drumming is an incredibly physical activity. I mean, how hard is it to carry on?
That's why we still live. I pray every day, I practice every day, and I can feel in my wrist if I don't pray, and I keep myself fit, you know.
Yeah.
I can feel nowadays if I have a wine too much, a whiskey too much. So this is the disadvantage of getting older, but we all have that probably when we get older. But I must say, you know, I still have a lot of fun. And I wouldn't know what to do otherwise. What are you going to do when you're 69 years old? Somebody tells you, do another job. You go, yeah, what?
Because this is what you do.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would employ me with 69. They would go, you should be a pensioner now. You should relax and take it easy. I said, this is for me easy. Playing the drums is my relaxing sport.
It sounds like it's going to be an amazing evening.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to come along and hear you play some of those great hits from my earlier days
My God,
as
yeah.
well.
No, I mean,
Yes.
that's what I mean. I think our audience probably is 40, 45 onwards, and they remember each of them, the Cream days, the Spencer Davies, my days with the Scorpions, and they hear only the big hits. So I think it'll be very pleasant.
Well, I go to a lot of gigs in Brighton, and I'll tell you one thing that's really fascinating. When I come and see bands that I liked when I was a kid, I look around the audience, and there are a lot of guys my age with their sons
Same
and
journey.
daughters.
But
And it's fantastic to see that people are introducing their families to the music from their youth. It's wonderful.
we have two generations now.
Now, the gig takes place at Brighton Dome on the 12th of April, which is a Friday.
Yeah.
Tickets are on sale now.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going really well.
Yeah, they do,
I
actually.
can't wait to see you play. Thank you so
Well,
much
my
for
pleasure.
coming in today,
See you
Herman.
all there then.
See you then. Thanks, Andrew Kay, for Latest TV.